Hey everybody, this is Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. This is a special vlog update here early Sunday morning about 9 a.m. And if you were sleeping last night, I had a tough time sleeping because I was watching the storm over the Gulf Coast just rapidly intensify. Overnight, why many of us slept, the storm went through its typical what we call nocturnal maximum. At night, these storms tend to get stronger because the water is so warm. And because the sun goes down, the air gets a little bit cooler. That creates instability. So it allows for thunderstorms to develop easier over warm water. So these will go through what we call a nocturnal enhancement. Basically, at night, the storms around the hurricanes and tropical systems will get stronger. Well, that coupled with warm water caused the storm to rapidly intensify. And we're basically looking at a low-end Cat 5, Category 5, high-end Cat 4. Don't get caught up in the categories. It's all about the wind and the surge right now. No matter what happens here before landfall in the next few hours, the wind and water is already built up, so those categories don't matter. But currently, winds are 150 miles per hour, and you can see the well-defined eye heading right towards. This is Grand Isle up here, Louisiana, right there. This is Port Fourchon right here, which is that big oil and gas port. This is Lower Terrebonne Parish, Lafourche Parish. Again, parts of Livingston and as well as parts of Lower Jefferson. And then this is Plaquemines Parish, and this is Orleans and St. Bernard Parish up here. So those are basically the counties. But look at that eye. It's basically going to make landfall sometime between now and probably 1 or 2 this afternoon, if not sooner. There's already high water getting pushed into these areas. I'm hoping this levee system that was built in New Orleans withstands it, but anywhere outside of that levee system is likely going to be inundated with water. Let me show you the radar real quickly. This is the NextRad data. You can see some of these wind gusts already 120 miles per hour near the mouth of the Mississippi. This oil platform 117 mile an hour wind. So we're seeing incredibly strong winds in there, and it's even hard to look at the data here because it's getting so strong. I mean, that's off the charts. I'm looking in here right now, and that's basically all this area in here is over 140, 150 miles an hour. On this side, it's closer to about 100 to 80 miles per hour. But the right side is always stronger. So just incredible wind speeds heading towards the Gulf Coast right now. Let me quickly show you some of the water levels. So this is a look at some of the water levels, and these might be underdone, especially down here. Golden Meadow, Galliano, Cutoff, Port Fourchon, Grand Isle, all these areas just absolutely going to be decimated by storm surge. But some areas up here, which people don't realize, the shape of the coast up here is going to allow for water to pile in. And then Lake Pontchartrain, we'll have to see how the water does up in there because the lake is going to fill up with water throughout this time. And that's going to be the big thing we watch. So this is a Shell Beach. You can see the water levels already in the moderate flood stage there. If we go to the Canal Street, or Canal station up on Lake Pontchartrain, you can see so far minor flooding. So the lake is doing a little bit better. But down here, mouth of the Mississippi, you got minor flooding near Pilot Town, Southwest Pass. You've already got some minor flooding going on down there. And you're going to watch Grand Isle. This is a barrier island. The water coming up quickly there. And then Port Fourchon is right here. You can see the water levels there. So that's what we're going to be watching throughout the afternoon, just to see, really this morning, to see how high these water levels go. The worst surge is going to be down here because of the shape of the coast. But don't forget, areas up in here will be seeing some devastation as well. High winds, that swath of wind is going to be pretty much along the path. So basically this high wind could go up in the Mississippi. So we're going to see power outages in southeast Louisiana up into parts of Mississippi. And then long term, the Carolinas, we're likely going to see limited impacts from this. So this is going to be late next week, maybe some rain in the mountains. But right now, it looks like we're going to miss the worst of this really all together and maybe not have any rain at all. But this morning, just looking at this satellite image, and again, let me go to the high-res imagery. I'm going to switch to the single band, and we'll see we're starting to get some of the daylight here. I'll loop this sunrise just coming up, so you're going to see the eye. I mean, just look at that thing. That is just, that's unreal. I mean, to see that happening right as it's about to make landfall is just horrible news for southeast Louisiana. There's that center, cloud to ground lightning going on in there as well. And there it is in relation to New Orleans. So thoughts and prayers to everybody down in southeast Louisiana. Remember, they're going to need a lot of help. Power outages are going to be a big deal. Storm surge, flooding. We all think about New Orleans and we're thinking desperately that these levees hold. But boy, these areas south and east of New Orleans will be completely devastated with storm surge and wind. And those are some hardworking, salt the earth people that fish for a living, work in the oil and gas industry. It is going to be a brutal couple of days down there. But landfall should happen here within the next 4 to 5 hours, probably sometime before noon. I'm thinking it's going to be right around Port Fourchon there, Lower Terrebonne, Lower Lafourche Parish, coming up around noon Eastern time today. Please be safe, everyone out there. Thoughts and prayers, everybody in southeast Louisiana. You have a moment today. Take some time to think about the people down there. This will be their seventh tropical system in just the past season and a half.